guys for the delay in the live stream. It was not something I had intended to be there, but we are finally live. We have at least a few games we can watch. So I hope you do enjoy the live stream. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as we enjoy these games. All right, I think we're all set now. Sorry again for leaving you guys silent for a while, but we still have 13 teams in the game, and we have lost a couple of teams along the way there. I was trying to make sure you guys have the audio on and everything working in the game, but we have STARFORCE there engaging in a fight. We have seen them taking a couple of players down. That means there's some fight happening where they are the 7 already has 2 players down. One of them is quite low, is knocked as well. So one person remains, tries to escape. Unfortunately, well, No Face was there to witness him, and of course, unfortunately for him, he has been taken back to lobby before he could even move and go to a safer place where there is no violence. But this is just the second game in the Clatter of Clans semi-finale day 2. I have seen some teams that I'm familiar with, others are new, so it's nice to have new faces playing in the Clatter of Clans, and of course the familiar faces, they'll be expected to perform really well with the level of performance they've been putting through the games. They need to match the same level to be almost equal to what we saw before, or even better. We have the 3C here, the 3 crowns. We've seen them before. We have Nexus again, we have Zay, and then we have Maguelian. Looking at team 7, we have Death. They have a full team, and none of them have lost any of their teammates. They seem to be scouting just right next to the bridge, because there's also another team right next to them, that is Temper. That means that they are aware of their location. So of course, if anyone does make a mistake during these games, they might just as well be taken back to lobby. But other than that, how is everyone feeling the live stream? Make sure you have liked the live, share the live stream link, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as we enjoy the Clatter of Clans games. Looking at team 10 as well, they're just closer to where we have Death, but he's the only one remaining from his team, that is Malik. That will be some type of camping we're going to expect from him there, but let's just let him be. Looking at team 13, we have PK, Danger, Kit Kat, and Atlas, also familiar faces in the Clatter of Clans as well as every other game I've casted, by the way. I've seen them there. Seen another team, we have AE, another good team. I believe this is AFRO Esports, another team that actually does really well. I don't know if this time they'll be in the top list for the best performing teams, depending on how they do perform though. And then the casters, well, I'm just hoping that the casters, we won't have to pick the best team, because every time we pick, that team doesn't win. But yeah, again, sorry about that. Sorry for the delay. You have waited for a very long time for the live to come back, and it has. So I'm very sorry again, just that there are no lights and all that. But my apologies for that. We have Team 16 just holding out here. I don't think they want to expose themselves at any point. We have Pain Africa, a very familiar face as well. We have Nabil here surviving from his team. And as we know, the players from Pain Africa, usually they land in Pochinki. And we can see they're still going on with the same dream. They've landed in Pochinki. So, of course, we're going to be seeing what happens next time they play Arangel. Will they be going back to Pochinki, or will they be going to a different place? We can see some fire here, but let's just change and see what every other team is doing. I believe this is why, I don't know if it's why so serious. Let me just confirm. I might be saying it's why so serious, and it's not why so serious. But just to be sure, yes, it is why so serious. They are also right next to the bridge, but then again the zone is shifting. They need to go to a better, safer place just to be on the good side of the game. Looking at team 20 here, we have Sen. What is Sen in full? Where is it? I can't see them. anyway, I'll probably see them later when I'm not looking in a hurry. But we're just in the third phase of the zone. It is about a few minutes before we can go to the fourth phase of the zone. It's going to be quite damaging for the teams, especially those that are not going to be in zone. And then just to make the situation a little bit worse, the fight is going to be around the bridge. The teams that we saw holding around the bridge might be safe for now, in case no one goes towards them, in case no one decides to remove them from those buildings, because I believe they're the only safe places that are going to be present throughout the game. But let's just go ahead and wait and see if we're going to be having them getting forced out of the buildings, or they'll be holding that place safely. Pain Africa and Nabil is just watching why so serious passing by right in front of him. This is where you cannot even move a muscle. If you do, then probably you'll be exposed to people. And being a solo, it's just an easy spray and you're taken back to lobby. It's not even a matter of a knock and a fast. It's just basically you one shot and you have been knocked. We have 3C, 3 crowns. Let's go there real quick. We can see one of their players, Nexus, again is down. Temper as well, engaging in a fight, but the players from 3C have to figure out what they can do. Zay is far away. His teammate has been taken back to lobby. Beautiful damage and outcast. Nice knock from McGrelin. We can see another player here getting damaged, and that is Aoki. Yo, he got a knock and a fast immediately on the player from 3C. That was Zay, but McGrelin is still dominating there. Let's go where McGrelin is, because he's getting those knocks, and I believe once you get a knock, it's a matter of casting. Beautiful spray. The players are getting closer. AFRO Esports are trying to get a push here on McGrelin. He's the only one remaining from his team. Beautiful spray, fast knock. Key coming closer as well. Beautiful damage from him. McGrelin is very low, and unfortunately GG's, he has been taken back to lobby. There's nothing he would have done there, because, well, he's basically surrounded and he was only one remaining. But we know McGrelin, we have seen him dominating before. Not the first time we have witnessed what McGrelin could do. So GG's on that, getting at least a knock, taking at least a couple of players back to lobby. But then unfortunately, because he was outnumbered, he did not get to survive that fight. We have team Why So Serious, team 19, just counting out the team that is right in front of them. Pay Nabil, third parties this fight, gets a knock. Look at the damage on Nabil there. He's very low. Like I said, being a solo, you have to be careful, because it's as easy as a spray and a fast and you're taken back to lobby. So he has to be very careful about how he handles this situation right now. But, well, who are we to say anything? Who are we? Looking at what is happening here, Nabil just holding. I'm trying to remember. These are not the Potato Hills, right? There's a lot of names I've been told while I was co-casting with Crowns as well as Priest. They have different names for different locations in Erangel. So I'm going to try and remember as many as possible. But honestly, I know there's a Potato Mountain. I don't know where it is. I think it's somewhere in between here. It looks like a potato, but I'll assume it's that ridge there. We'll be calling it the Potato for now. Heading on to the 5th phase of the stage, the damage is becoming even more. Many teams are not in zone because they were right by the bridge, and then PUBG decides we'll be changing where you guys will be staying, and now they have to go towards the PK. Beautiful spray. I don't know if that was a player killers. I think PK was player killers. That name is PK. Ooh, AFRO Esports are taking on S4. S4 seems to have lost 2 players there on AFRO Esports. Well, AFRO Esports already was able to take out the players from 3C, that is 3 crowns, and now they're here taking on the players from S4, and that is Team 14, Team 11, but then again, Team Temper comes in from the back. We'll be having a lot of third-party fights taking place. Team 7, Death, also getting closer. Beautiful nade on 6 God. There's a push, of course, so the players from Temper now feel the pressure. Looking at Captain, beautiful DBS. Not going to cast immediately. The players from Death are still trying to push him. The players still holding the DBS. But we'll be having a very OP kind of fight happening in this building. Nades are flying in. Everyone wants to get a taste of Captain. He's the only one standing from his team. Well, his name is Captain, so I believe maybe he's the captain. And nade goes in again. Beautiful damage. We have a push. The DBS is actually dominating Captain's game right now. He's getting easy knocks. and fast, and he should probably figure out how he's going to get a push here on the left. Beautiful pre-fire, and GG's. Captain does get to wipe out the players from death using just the DBS. Players from AFRO Esports watching from afar. 6 God might just get revived, but then there's another team right behind him. Let's see. Player killers. Kit Kat cooking up a nade, trying to get some damage on Captain. That means he won't be able to go for that revive on his not teammate, but then he'll have to find a way of surviving at this fight. Beautiful. Oh, wow. He gets a knock on Atlas, but then he's surrounded, so GG's. Sorry about that, we are back. Cats have no manners. But yeah, so as for Dybala, trying to pick up a nade, but then we have peaceful spray there from AFRO Esports player okay, and now they want to get a push on. Nade is out. Why is it a mobile with a nade? Beautiful knock there. No face gets Molly's in, where we have the player from AFRO Esports trying to get a revive, but then again they're not in the building, they're outside the building. The revive might actually be completed. Yes, it is. And now they're finally 2, and No Face goes on the side, gets damage on the player there. Chris. Unfortunately, AFRO Esports abuser and his teammate Chris have been taken back to lobby. 8 teams remaining. Zone is getting smaller. We can see teams rotating around farm, trying to come towards the zone. We still have teams holding the ridge. Why So Serious is still at the same place. Pain Africa player solo holding the ridge there. We have OP now engaging in a fight. We're just going to head on over there real quick and see what is happening. Solo, yes, not. They're definitely getting surrounded here. Why So Serious is really making it hard for them to enjoy their fight against Sen. But Malone is cooking up. Oh, yo. Malone was cooking up a nade, but then it was about to cook him. Instead of cooking the enemy's team, it was about to cook him, take him back to lobby. So that is also quite unfortunate, to be honest. If that would have happened, then that would have cost him and his team a couple of points. I mean, it is the semi-finals. You're trying to make it to the finals. So every single point counts. Your position by the end of the game counts. The number of kills you have by the end of the game does count. So I believe that is exactly what Malone right now is trying to gather for his team, the position points, the placement points, sorry, the kill points. And he's also lucky because, I mean, there's a team joining them here. So he might be on the side of, third-party fights that actually save him from losing. Malone is finally getting good past to the fires. UMP is out to play Malone. Even if he goes outside, he might encounter players from another team, and he's going to push their beautiful damage. Oh no, GG's though. GG's from him. Unfortunately, he has been outmatched by the UMP. PK team 13 are just snaking their way into the zone. They have a player there from Zen waiting patiently. We have Atlas cooking up a Kobe, but we have a nice Kobe because the player is outside. Of course, it does not get him. The player is just outside at the shack. Mollies are getting thrown here. Nades, everything just to get some damage on Morgan, but it is not connected. Players from PK Atlas are really trying his best because that nade just went directly on top of his head. GG's. 5 teams remain. Zone is now smaller just to have a better look. Nabil is still surviving just behind where we have the players from Why So Serious. I mean, if you do not have strategy, if you do not have 1,000 IQ, there is no way you'll camp out right where Nabil is. How did he even come up with that? I mean, most people just... I'd have stayed in this watchtower, to be honest. I wouldn't go inside the water like Nabil. So it's all about the IQ. You can see Scary and his teammates are really trying to find him. They want to wait for him. They're going to make sure he's not going to change his position. It's either the zone takes him or team 19, that is Why So Serious, take that kill. So basically Nabil is put in a tight spot here. I don't know how he's going to make it through. Let's just fingers crossed for him being a solo. but we'll just wait and see. Atlas there gets knocked. Players from PK now as well have to make it to the zone, but they have two teams waiting on them. S4, that is STARFORCE, and Team 16, that is OP. Almost at the same place, and nades might be cooked as well between S4 and OP, so we'll be getting something happening here sooner or later, and that's of course something we're going to be on the lookout for, just to see if there's anything to be done between the two teams. PK finally is able to change their location. Beautiful move. One of the players has been knocked. Danger does the quick switch, but it does not work. GG's on that knock. We have one player remaining, KitKat, and we have a push. Beautiful DBS fast knock. Of course, you knock, you go for that fast beautiful second knock. OP, nah. OP is going to be wiped out by one player. They need to be careful because that DBS on KitKat hands is not something you want to play with. What is happening? Teams are getting closer. We have the players from SO Serious. They need to get closer. OP Inya and his teammate Hutch. They're the only ones SO Serious getting spotted. Beautiful spray Hutch. S4 is basically not engaging at any point. They just want people to eliminate each other. They're just going to watch from afar. They do not want to expose themselves, and it is working out. They're not really getting any damage coming from their end. They do not have any of their teammates getting knocked yet, but will that be enough? Because if people decide to surround them, if anything happens, then it's going to be basically a GG's. SO Serious carry getting knocked. S4 now finally goes for that push. Dybala right beneath them. We have a nade getting cooked. We have a Kobe. I'm sure he knows that Hutch and his teammates Scary are right there trying to get a revive. Beautiful nade. Yo-ho. They're outside the and they need to go outside if they want to get any damage on the players from OP. Beautiful knock from SO Serious players. Carry S4 no face as well as on someone and a DBS or S12K. We saw that nade. We saw it. So SO Serious is finally closing in, going towards where we have the S4 team. Only two teams remaining. Dybala and his teammate No Face, and then we have SO Serious Carry and his teammate Flower. Nades are definitely flying in. S4K's DBS will be seeing a lot of that. Dybala is down, and we have Scary now finally going for that push. No Face has been spotted, and nade is getting cooked up by Scary. But we have a Kobe. Let's get it, Scary. Let's go. Beautiful nade. Nah. How did that not connect? How did that not connect? No Face is finally outside. How can I top him? I don't know if they know he's outside. Now he comes from the back there. Beautiful. That's what they're trying to get some damage. Beautiful. S12K. Nah, he's the only one remaining from his team. And DBS from Flow. We have our first, not really our first, but the second game of winners there. We have SO Serious bagging that win. Their DBS played their grenade kills. They have been playing with a lot of coordination, and it finally pays out. SO Serious getting 9 eliminations. Second, we have STARFORCE. They have 13 eliminations. Third, we have OP with 3. Fourth, we have PK with 5. 5, we have Pain Africa with 5. 6, we have ZN with 0. 7, we have Sen with 3. 8, we have Berserk with 2. 9, we have Afro Esports 4. 10, Temper with 4. 11, Death with 2. 12, 3C 2. 13, V71. 14, PST 0. 15, Neon 0, and then 16 LE with just 3 eliminations. Going all out with 6 defeats. We have the S4 player No Face, best companion with 3 rescues. We have OP Hutch, and finisher with the final elimination. We have SO Serious player Flow. Well, that has been it for game 1. It has been nothing but an interesting fight. So I can imagine what not really game 1, game 2, what game 3 and 4 have in store for us. Of course, do not go anywhere. Just make sure you like the live stream, share the live stream link, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we'll be right back for the next game. BRB.
don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall. From a quarter mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. Oh, going into oblivion. Into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going on. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. And now you wanna see me fall. From a quarter mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oh, going into oblivion. Into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going on. I'm going on. When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall. From a quarter mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion,
Okay, we are back. This is game 3 of the night, and that is Rangel. We have been seeing nothing but interesting games. In the second game, we had the team there from So Serious taking on the S4 players and getting to win the winner chicken dinner game 2. Now that we are in game, let me just change this. I hope it's not hitting the mic. But yeah, so now that we are in game 3, I don't know how you guys are feeling about this game. We have seen Erangel, the first Erangel, the winners, and apparently now, of course, we have to label them as the owners of Erangel. Just because they have won that game, we give it to Why So Serious. And now we are looking at Severny. We have two teams, that is Team 5 V7, and then we have another team right next to them as well, that is Team 17 Neon. Mic. All right. So Severny seems to have two teams. We have Neon, and then we have a V7. I don't know if Neon is Neon Rising, but if they are, a long time no see to you, Neon Rising. But it's good to have them around. Let's just see what their strategy is against the players from V7 here at Team 5. And as well as in school, we have at least one team that is S4 and no one is around them. But then again, in Yesnaya, Poliana, we have another team going towards that side. We have AFRO Esports. Military Base as well has two teams there. We're going to see a fight there sooner or later. Neon Klaus gets knocked. Seems like Neon and the V7 are finally going for that push. Look at his HP. But we have the player from Neon Rising, 44. Right beneath him. If he went for that push, that would have been really, really good. But now he's on one remaining. Yo, the disrespects. That is what we call disrespect. Last player from Neon Rising is taken out using a vehicle while he's waiting out on the player from V7 to go for that push. So yeah, that is disrespect. Looking at Pain Africa, are they in Pochinki right now? Yes, they are. As usual, they will always land in Pochinki. We have Team 8, that is LE. Let me just confirm what LE stands for. A second. LE, where are you? Knockout Illuminates, LE. That is Knockout Illuminates. So nice. I thought maybe they'd be like knock something, knock your door, knock your what, and knock something cool, you know. But we are in Pochinki. Pain Africa and Illuminates are in Pochinki. They'll be engaging each other sooner or later just to see who has the upper hand in this place. But then 3C only joined as a duo. One of their players there, Zay, has been taken back to lobby. That leaves only Magrelin, who has to now find a way of surviving. The players from OP might be trying to get closer to him, but it seems like that is not the case. They're finally retreating, going further away from him. Looking at every other team there, we are still in Pochinki. Illuminates waiting patiently. Nothing is going to happen there until someone makes a mistake. So we are going to be watching the Berserker Esports to see what their strategy is in military days. Mollies are in. Our teammates have been knocked and thirsted. So being done on remaining, Malik is getting pushed. He has the DBS. I mean, every time I see a DBS, I get low-key excited because these players never miss. But then Malik somehow missed it. I don't know how, but they never miss. Let's go back to another team. Let's look at PK and see what they're up to and probably what their strategy is going to be throughout the game. Okay, I'm back. Let's look at Milta. Milter Farm here. We have Temper again. They have gone back to the same place we saw them in the previous game, that is game 2. They held the same location, and now they're doing the same. Now they have decided to go back to the same building, but then the zone is not even going to be in that place, so they should probably just focus on going towards the zone and avoiding this place, to be honest, because staying outside the zone doesn't really count as strategy sometimes. Unless you're rank pushing, then that will be your strategy. But if it's not a rank push, it's just you playing a competitive type of game, do not just rely on staying outside the zone. It will never work out, to be honest. You don't need all that. You just need to play your game, get your kills, stay away from the zone if you can, and be in the zone. Play it safe as much as you can, but not outside the zone. Playing outside the zone is not something you want to do in a scrim. Yeah, okay, sorry. I was confirming if my audio is there. Good. Let's continue. Sometimes it doesn't show me on the OBS if it's speaking of sound. I don't know why. So you have to confirm for myself. Let's go 2 years Naya, Poliana, Afro Esports, just enjoying the loot here. They do not have people around them for now. They're basically just enjoying their loot. But then they have to be careful because ZNT is right next to them, just on their right side. So if they do make a mistake and one of the players from ZNT spots them, then of course you're going to be having some fight happening there. Between the two teams. Look at PST. We have either. But we have the team here just holding. I don't think they plan on leaving Gatka anytime soon. So basically the game is chill. No one is going towards the other. Everyone is basically just relaxing and waiting for the first team to make a mistake, and then now they can engage. So while they do that, if you're watching the live stream, when you look at the description for the live, there are details on the Clatter of Clans Instagram, Discord, everything you need to know if you want to join the Clatter of Clans games. Just make sure you go ahead there and check it out, and probably if you're interested, you can as well just tap on that link and join them. But other than that, make sure you've liked the live, share the live stream link, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have the OP team being approached here by ZNT. Like I said, as soon as one person makes a mistake, then we'll be having a fight happening here. But then surprisingly, we have actually 4 teams. We have AFRO Esports, we have OP, we have ZNT. Bruh, what is wrong with this cat, man? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But OP taking on Afro Esports. A couple of players from OP have been taken back to lobby. Same to Afro Esports. ZNT here getting pushed by Coco. A beautiful pre-fire. Of course, he knows he's damaged. She knows he's damaged. I don't know if it's a he or she, but of course he knows that he's damaged, and he's going to try and get a nade there. He's cooking up some beautiful Kobe. Do you have one Kobe? Let's go. Let's get it. Beautiful nade there from Coco. Taking ZNT player Morgan back to lobby. GG's on you, Coco, for that nade. It was satisfying to watch that live. It's actually a really impressive nade. The better your earphones are, the better the sound is. The good, the better, the better. The best. I don't know if I'm making sense. Depending on the quality of your earphones, then we'll be having something that is good and worthwhile. We want to watch the Illuminates. I'm sorry, I don't know how I changed and went back to Temper. But the Illuminates have already lost their teammate Marion. You might be seeing them getting pushed here by the players from Pain Africa. And now that they know they have taken one of their players back to lobby, this of course is an automatic push on their end. They're going to be trying to get them. So let's go. Pain Africa getting closer. Raisin. We have Raisin. We have Venom. We have a Lamborghini. We have a Nabil. Beautiful. Yo, the nades today in the third game are definitely connecting. Teams are definitely getting exposed to beautiful Kobe's, and as soon as you get knocked, that does give the enemy team a chance, or even let's say a loophole or a gate for them to go ahead and push you guys and take you back to lobby. But for this case, Illuminates have hesitated on that push. They did get a knock on Zay, on Raisin, but they did not go for that push. If they did, and they did it on time, they would have gotten him getting revived. But we have Fastman there with the flank. Let's look at his POV. He's closer to them now. We'll be seeing whether this flank is worth it or not. But let's get it. Fastman might be rethinking his decision right now. You've seen now he's retreated when he had the players from Pain Africa getting closer to him. I don't think he wants to be exposed or get knocked, but of course some damage is there. Beautiful, nice knock from Skills Boy. Of course he's the man with the skills of the DBS, and you have Pain Africa getting closer. He has to heal up, he has to do it quick because they're coming in hot. He takes out the AKM. She'll go back to the DBS because, well, it is the Skills Boy. The gas does get some damage on him. I don't think he knows that. I just realized my mic is loud, like loud. But we have Expo as well. They seem to be players from PK. Number Gamba is down. One person is Raisin. Let's go Raisin. S12K is definitely get a gun in this Clatter of Clans games, because everyone that is holding an S12K at DBS, they are somehow taking people back to lobby. So this is quite interesting. Fastman waiting patiently. Then goes for that push. He's ready to use the S12K. Let's go. DBS S12K. What is happening? Yo. Raisin did try to change his gun. He tried to get an AR to play with here, but then unfortunately Illuminates seem to be quite familiar with the DBS, and this Sen team decides that fight, and we know you're low, and we are going to third party as soon as possible. Playboy trying to cook up some nades. Let's go. Let's look at their side here. Skillsboy trying to retreat. The damage they got while they were fighting the players from Pain Africa was actually very high, so it is their chance to go back, retreat, and maybe avoid this fight if they can, because sometimes some fights are not worth it. If you can avoid them, then why not go ahead and do it? Fastman gets a knocked. Gets a knock and takes the player back to lobby immediately, and now we have a push there. I think Skillsboy now is confident enough because his teammate was able to get a knock and a fast immediately on the player. We want to see Fastman POV skills is down. Let's go. Nah, Fastman there was almost good at what he was doing, but then jumping and holding and chilling there at the window, I don't think that was even part of his plan as well, because the buildings, they are sometimes just very annoying. But yes, that did happen. Unfortunately, Illuminates have followed their counterparts from Pachinki, that is Pain Africa, and they are now chilling in the lobby waiting for game 4 and probably joining us in the live stream as we enjoy Clatter of Clans semi-finale. This is day 2 of the semi-finals, and it is looking good. I've not seen the table for the stats. Let me see. I've not seen it, but yeah, Abdiz was good. Smith, how are you, love? How are you? So we have let me check. Is Sen, what is Sen in full? I cannot see them still, unless I'm looking in the wrong place, but I can not see Sen. I don't know what their name is as of now, but let's get it. Just having a quick look at the map. 9 teams remaining, and they're now going to be forced to get closer to each other. Fights might happen. Let's see how this does play out for all the teams that have remained. Let's go back to another team, STARFORCE. We saw them engaging in a fight. Already they have 4 eliminations. That means the fight that they took, they were able to eliminate that team, taking them back to lobby. And we have YSO Serious players. Scary there gets a knocked. Let's see what is happening here, but the death team is right above them. They're waiting for the YSO Serious players to get closer. Scary might be naded all the way back to lobby after that knock from Milan, and I believe him crawling away. YSO Serious player again gets a knocked. Let's look at what is happening here. Death Lover, Death Milan, and Death 311. Oh, 3 Lee. Oh, Ali. Ooh, oh, is it even Ali? Nah. I'm sorry, but I don't know what his name is. But they have a team right next to them that is Team 8, Team 19. We have Why So Serious, and they are probably trying to see how they can get closer to Team 15, that is a PST. They go directly to them there. Their teammate is knocked behind the buggy. Let's talk about the comedy in Clatter of Clans, because yo, what are those? That was quite unfortunate for them. It was actually good strategy, carrying your teammate, trying to get them farther away from the team that did get to knock him, so that you can get the revive. But then unfortunately he was knocked, so any amount of spray will not be a knock again, but it will be your teammate getting taken back to lobby. And now that they have lost 2 of their players, they're trying to see how they're going to go about it. Nades are coming in from the players from PST, and they're going to be forced to engage against them sooner or later. That's basically it. They don't have an option really to engage. But look on top, StarForce. Yes, sir. We'll be looking at StarForce in a few, just to see what they're up to. Sorry about that. But for now, we have the Why So Serious players losing teammates. They're getting knocked, taken back to lobby immediately. And Scary as well is now waiting for the players from PST to make a mistake. You can imagine if they do not know he's here. Just expose yourself for a minute and he'll be taking you back to lobby and knock in an immediate dust. But let's go. Let's go. Scary, just waiting patiently. Let's move around the map and see where everyone else is as of now. We have the players from V7 still holding Severny, and Temper is just next to them, not that far, so they might encounter each other depending on how the games progress from here. We have StarForce just camping, not really camping, but holding this compound here, waiting for the people coming from Yasnaya, Pollyanna. But then it's going to be 1 player. We have Inya, 1 player from OP, and then we have 3C Magrelin all the way in Stelba, looting, actually having a good time. He's just based how do you call the players that love looting? What do we call them? Players that love looting, what do we call them? Tax collectors? Well, let's go, because they're taking loot from people because they owe them. If you knock and pass someone and you loot them endlessly, you're a tax collector. You're paying the debts. They're paying the debt for trying to take you back to lobby. I just realized I'm not making sense and I should chop rice, but it's fine. I just seen what is happening here in Severny. We have the players from Temper. We have Team 15. They are close to the team from Sen. And we also had that solo, that is Why So Serious player Scary. And he's not exposing himself at any cost. He's going to be waiting there patiently, without nothing other than just waiting for 1 person. Because normally when people are waiting out for people, they only want 1 person to make a mistake, and that will be enough. 1 kill is all they need to have 1 point in their bag. So let's go. Let's see if that's going to work out for them or not. No face. No face. Arman, Dybala, and Tony. They are the only ones remaining from the team. Basically, the whole team is in the game. No one is pushing the other. No one is engaging in any fight, but not for long. We are about to go to the 4th phase of the stage, and that is where now of the zone. So it is going to be intense. It is now going to be a little bit heavy for the teammates, because for the team players in the Clatter of Clans games, because as soon as the zone becomes smaller, you're going to be forced to engage in a fight, and you have to be ready to engage. But other than that, I will continue saying it. Make sure you like the live stream. If you're watching, that will be really helpful. Share the live stream. A link to the PUBG Mobile community YouTube channel. Video rates. Just my mic. Okay, zone is getting smooth. We see McGuelin and makes it to the zone, does not expose himself yet. We have team 5, that is V7, still in Severny. The zone is still around them, so I don't think they'll be feeling pressured to change their location. We have S4. Finally, the zone has shifted, so now they do have to go to the zone regardless of the situation, whether they're waiting for a team that they are wearing a snare Poliana. That is not going to be important. In the next 38 seconds, they should be in the zone before it closes, because it's going to get a little bit intense. And just to have a better view of where everyone else is, we need to see what is happening here. But finally, Temper does get a knock. Finally, some action. Temper being able to get a knock. I don't think they will be getting a push happening. I've seen how they're holding this place tight. They do not want to expose themselves, but then shooting range is always a very confusing place to play. If the players from Team 20 are not careful, they'll be third-partied. So they need to be on alert. They need to be careful, because this is not an easy fit. V7, one of their players there has been tested. Malone. Sen Malone is down. Oh, sorry, not Sen Malone. Sen is down. Malone. There are only 3 players in the game. Let's watch other teams. Teams. S4. We have Arman. We have No Face. We have Dybala, and we have Tony. Still in the game. They are aware that there are people in the tunnel, and because Arman has an F1 vehicle, I think he should use it to go in there. It can fit. I'm so sure it can fit. He just has to use it to go in there. But let's see what is happening on Why So Serious. They're now taking a very wide rotation there, going towards the zone where we have the players from Temper, and we have the players from E7, PC, as well as OP. This is the 3rd game. One more game to go, and then we'll be calling it a night for the Clatter of Clans Season 24. Season 24 semi-finale day 2. Let's just have a quick look at what is going to happen here. I've seen that these teams are definitely going to be forced to get closer to each other. The zone is getting smaller. Death there has been knocked. Nice knock. Yo, what is happening? Oh, PSD players are close as well. We have one player remaining, that is XYZ, that is very, very close to the teammate. No Face as well gets a knock. We can see Arman trying to get some damage there on PST XYZ. The zone so the smoke does fade out, and now he's been forced to find a way of getting the revive. S4 just watching from afar, and they'll be third part in this fight. Dybala and his teammates have one player knocked, that is No Face, but that does not stop them. You can see one of them is scouting out the place, that is Dybala. He's waiting for someone to make a mistake from the death team, and then we'll be seeing a knock happening here sooner or later, if not now. Team 7, Team 15, PST, they have decided to go to the zone. It's actually the best call for now. The zone is about to shift. We're headed to the 5th phase of the zone. It's going to be very, very damaging, and for the teams that are not in the zone in time, then it will definitely be a hard time for them. But we have Temper there, and his teammates are aware of vehicle passing by. Beautiful spray, doesn't get any damage on McGrellin, but definitely is able to get some POV and see that there's someone passing by right in front of me, and I need to take him out. There's a camper in the shack there as well. He needs to be careful. But let's look at McGrellin, because where he's going right now, there's a team there in the shooting range. A lot of damage on McGrellin. He is just waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake. I don't know if we'll be seeing another McGrellin moment where he takes out a whole team, or even duo, but we are just going to be here to watch and see if that's going to be the case. S4, let's go to S4. S4 and his teammates, that is the whole team that is actually scouting the place. I don't know, S4 this game have been playing a very passive a game. They're usually a very aggressive team, but they've been playing a very, very passive game here in the third game, that is a wrangle. We have one more game to go and then we can call it a night, but we can see Team 20 right in front of where we have S4. Chrissy McGuellin gets sported by Tony, taken back to lobby immediately. Temper and his teammates as well engaging in a fight. Beautiful spray. We have our first one. It does connect and they do have to get a pass there. Gets two knocks. Dibala is down. No Face is down. Gets the pass there on Dibala. Yo. XYZ, unfortunately Temper does third party that fight and they take him back to lobby. I think they should have let the guy prosper for a little bit a few seconds and then now take him back to lobby, but that is not the case. Temper gets a knot. Tony and his teammate Arman are the only ones remaining from their teammate, that is the STARFORCE, and they should be engaging with the teams that are here because this is smaller now. It is going to become even smaller from the 6th phase of the game, but we are yet to see if that's going to be the case or not. We have the players there for just waiting patiently. Arman there trying to watch the players just to see if there's anything he can do to the team players from Temper. Stuff like that is what he's trying to maybe get a knock for his team. We have 6 teams remaining. 5th phase of the zone, heading to the 6th phase of the zone. Of course, it's really affecting where the players have held cap. Shooting range is looking very shooty because shooting range is where everyone trains their skills. Apart from which, I don't train at all. I just play the game. Whatever. Let's go. Looking at Team Sen, finish was knocked. They have been able to get the revive. They have a team right next to them. Let's see. Temper, STARFORCE, Opinion, and B7. Basically, all the 6 teams are here. Why is it seriously scary as well is in the building, just waiting patiently. So looking at why so serious here, we have Scary. He's not going to expose himself now because he's a solo, so we're just going to let him be for now. And we have the players from B7, that is the team 5. They're probably trying to find a way of engaging without losing any teammates. The zone is about to shift and they need to get closer to each other. His teammate as well is really trying to creep in into the shooting range. Excuse me, I need to drink some water. I'm battling hiccups, buana. They're stopping me from talking. Alright, so looking at the players from team 5 where we have V7 and OP and his teammates. Let's see. I can imagine the pressure to play here. The people are surrounding you. Everyone is everywhere. So you have to be really on alert. A man gets knocked, but luckily there's a Tony there watching and he's able to get the revive on his teammate. He has to now do it quick actually because the players from team 5, that is V7, are watching from afar, but they cannot move because the players from Sen and Temper are watching from afar and they knock them. They want to back to lobby. So let's see what is going to happen here. V7 player is down. Let's go GG's. Another second knock. S4 Tony is definitely on fire. Man of the match there. Let's look at S4 Tony. We have smokes. We need people need to go to the zone, and we need to see how this is going to transpire for them. V7. Let's go. So S4 Tony and his teammate Arman. Let's get it. I need to hydrate, man. My throat is dry. Hiccups. Let's look at Temper. push the other, but we finally have a knock there. Playboy does get a knock on B7, which does get knocked, but we have a thrust there. Might be really hard to get a thrust happening here, but to be honest, it is a matter of where am I standing as the zone shifts. A V7 player has been knocked. That gives Arman a chance here to move from one place to the other. Players from V7 have been wiped out. Arman trying to make it very safe in the zone place. Carry gets a knock by Temper Coco. Let's see another team. Coco. So Coco does have actually a good view of the players from Sen. Does get a knock there, tries to get a thrust happening, but a beautiful nade comes in from the GOAT, and he gets to knock one player from Temper. And the players from S4 right now are trying to engage in this party. They're trying to get some damage on the players from Team 12, that is Temper. They do not get any knock, but of course the damage it definitely is registering, but nothing is happening. No one is being taken back to lobby. Team 20, Team 11, STARFORCE, and Team 12, Temper, being the last teams remaining in the last, not only the final zone, but almost at the final zone. And they need to move quickly before the zone gets in. They need to eliminate each other fast. The players from Team 20 might be having the upper hand because now they do not have to outside the building when the zone comes. But for Team 12, that is Temper, and Team STARFORCE, they'll be forced to get closer to each other as the zone decides to shift. But let's go. We have a Temper Coco. That's trying to get some spray there on the goal. Let's go. S for Tony. Let's get it as 4. Temper. Beautiful skill on. Temper Coco is down. No, the man of the match there has been knocked, and we have the players from S4, Tony and his teammate Armando trying to get closer. They're trying to get some damage on the teams right in front of them, but will it be S4's win? Will it be SAN's win? Will it be Temper's win? Now that everyone is going to be exposed to the zone, when the zone starts shifting, it's going to be a very heavy fight here. Like I said, shooting range is a very tricky spot to fight in. There are crates everywhere. They have rocks everywhere. It is not an easy place to fight, but once the zone starts shifting, the person with the fastest hands will be the one getting some knocks and thrusts on the players there from either Sen, either S4 or Temper. But let's just get to it and see what Temper Coco and his teammates are trying to make it to the zone. Coco does make it closer to GOAT. A beautiful knock there from Finish. We have a Tony getting knocked on. Man now has to get the revive or our man is not joking. We have our fast. The boat does not take place. A beautiful damage. He's trying to. What? Arman with a shotgun? Nah. Arman, what's the secret? What is the deal with you and the shotgun there? He takes out the 2 players from Sen. They got their fast knock on Tony. They saw this as an opportunity to go for that push, but then again, it did not work out because they were exposed. The Temper does get to see them from up there. And unfortunately, S4 have been eliminated because the shots have connected from Temper's team. And there we go. Congratulations to you, Temper, for winning game 3 and bagging a total of 10 eliminations. Coming in second, you have STARFORCE. They have 13 eliminations, I think. 12 eliminations. 3 we have Sen there with 9 eliminations. 4th we have Wise Serious 1, 5 V7, 3 6 OP, 6 7 PST, 3 8 3C 1, 9 Death 2, 10 we have LE Illuminates, 5 11 we have PK 0, 12 we have Pain Africa 2, 13 AFRO Esports 2, 14 ZNT 1, 15 Berserk 0, and then 16 we have Neon Rising with 0. Going all out for the third game, we have Sen Finish with 60 defeats, Best Companion with 4 rescues, Sen Metigot, and the finisher with the final elimination, we have Temper Legend. Well, that has been it for game 3. Of course, we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Just go get your water bottles, hydrate, and we'll be back for the next games. Make sure you hit the like button while you're watching the live stream. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share the live stream video. We'll be back.
I'm going stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. Now you wanna see me fall. From a golden mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it up, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. I'm going in. When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall. From a golden mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it up, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars.
All right, sorry about that, but I'm here. Okay, fully hydrated, fully ready. So this is the last game for the Clatter of Clans Season 24 semi-finale, Day 2. We have watched Erangel Game 2, Erangel Game 3. We did not get to watch Sanhok Game 1 due to unavoidable circumstances. But then again, we are here for the last game of the night, and that is Miramar. We can already see some action finally happening. The game just began, and we do have some action taking place right now between the Sen team. And we are going to be going there real quick just to see what they're up to, because they are taking down the players from So Serious one by one. Where are they? We have the players here from So Serious right in front of the players from Sen. I don't know how their teammate Flo was that close to the players from Sen, but then again, it does happen. You land at the same place, excuse me, with your teammate, but then it doesn't go as planned. You become the first person to go back to lobby, maybe because where you landed, they landed close to you as well. And that is just basically part of what it is. It is what it is in every competition. Just as you enjoy the live stream, I'll keep on saying it, like the live. Tap on the like button as you enjoy the live stream with me, your streamer Mitch Gaming. I have been here with you from game 2. We are in the last game of the night. That is game 4, and we are doing nothing but enjoying the Clatter of Clan games. I mean, CSC is really very interesting because of the number of countries that play. The challenge does become a lot, and well, we are here for that. We are here for that. We are here for the countries that dominate, the countries that are new in this scene. We want to see all of them. We want to enjoy their games and be a part of it. So yeah, make sure you check on the description box there, on the live stream description box. You will see the links to the Clatter of Clans websites, sorry, not website pages. You'll see Discord. You can get their Instagram as well. It's also there. You can join them if you want to play these games. So yeah, just make sure you join them there and get to be a part of this. Pain Africa taking on a fight there, taking on the players from AFRO Esports. Why? Okay, I'm here. So Pain Africa does get closer to the players from AFRO Esports. You can see Raisin here cooking up a nade outcasts right in the middle between the two different players, sorry, from Pain Africa. Depending on how he handles this, he might be sandwiched and might not be a good look for him, to be honest. But let's just see how it's going to play out for him at the end of the day. Pain Africa and Outcast, we have not seen the Afro Esports fight before with Pain Africa this close, so we are going to watch this because I'm sure it's going to be really interesting. Afro Esports is a good team. Pain Africa as well is a good team, so we're going to be seeing a very good fight happening between these two teams. The zone is about to close in, so yes, there's going to be some fight when people are trying to make it to the zone. Usually I say Miramar is a small map because of how big it is and people land together. Seeing that a place like San Martin, El Pozo, you can land together and easily loot without encountering the enemy team, and you land at the same place. But once you do, it's usually a matter of taking each other back to lobby immediately. You see the other team right in front of you. But let's just do a quick look at just where the teams are around the game. You have V7 here. They do not have anyone right next to them. We can look at Death as well, trying to make it to the zone. They have no one close to them as well. But Pain Africa finally taking on the players from Afro Esports, and they get one of their teammates and knocked Venom, and they should probably get that because once you get knocked, of course a push does take place. Outcast goes in with an Uzi. Very interesting gun to be playing with right now, by the way, but we have a push there from Outcast. That knock, and of course immediately is knocked. They're going to try and thrust him. Chris tries to get closer, gets knocked as well. Afro Esport player, Chinese guy, should probably cook up a nade because this might just be the best Kobe in the history of the game. They are there outnumbered, and unfortunately for him, he's taken back to lobby together with his teammates from Afro Esports. And looking at the map right now, it's about to close in. Teams will now be getting closer to each other. 3C McRell in there gets knocked. His teammate Nexus again is the one remaining standing from their team. Again, we have 3C again joining the game as a duo. I don't know how that happens or why that happens. It is quite unfortunate because that does put them at a disadvantage, because now as they try to survive, as soon as one person is taken back to lobby, now they have to find a way of surviving as a solo because they do not have the rest of the two teammates that are needed in the game for you to play and survive even longer. Let's again move around. We have Neon rising. They have another team right next to them. Impala seems to be like it had some teams that we can see back. They're almost closer to each other. S4 STARFORCE finally making a fight. Let's go where we have STARFORCE. Their teammate No Face has been taken back to lobby. We can see Armand there cooking up a nade. Do we have a Kobe on Hutch? Nice nade. Let's go. The nade does get some damage on Hutch, but we do not have a knock yet. OP solo gets spotted there by Dybala. We have a knock. Of course, he's far away from his teammates, so that's going to be an easy thrust on the STARFORCE's side. We have Inya. Why is this guy running all the time? Hi. So for the player there from S4, I saw him getting a push. Unfortunately, when he pushed OP, he was taken. He does get in as soon as he gets in on time, gets that knocks and takes him back to lobby. And now that leaves just one player from OP, that is Hutch. And I don't think he wants to engage right now. Actually, two. Scary is still in the building. He's not even close to his teammates, but he is still alive. Of course, we're going to see whether we will have some fight happening there between the two teams. But unfortunately not, because they have decided to retreat and avoid this fight at all costs. Looking at Death here, 3 players already down. Milan have been down one standing from his team. This is, I think, the 3rd time I have seen him surviving as the last player from his team. So that does say a lot. I think he's the patient player in the game. Doesn't really go for those aggressive and encroach on the opponent's side, but we are not going to predict that on the just basis of what we're seeing as viewers. But sometimes that is mostly the case for the players that tend not to want to rush, to stay behind. They usually survive a lot, and does cost the team sometimes because maybe they're needed to do a push together, maybe give some cover on their teammates, but they're not close, so they end up going back slowly. Those things do happen, but if it's well planned, then it does actually work out, because he can spray from a good distance, gets to damage the enemy team, and so on and so forth. But we have Mufasa, PK Mufasa, his teammate Atlas there has already been knocked. The players from Illuminates, beautiful knock there from Fastman. I don't think he was aware Fastman was right behind him, so right now they have lost 3 of their players down. One is already taken back to lobby, that is Kit Kat. But if he gets a clutch on the players right in front of him, from beautiful damage there, we have our first knock. Ahmed has been knocked, that means there's a third party taking place. Yo, okay, Skills Boy does show us his grenade skills and gets the last kill there. I don't think I was anticipating that grenade. I was just hoping we'd see some type of clutch happening between the two, but well, we don't always get what we want. We don't always get what we want. Sana. I think calendar inapostiwa kesho ama kesho relax. But it had to take time to create a calendar. Anyway, let's go back to Clatter of Clans. Scopy, if you can send this to the PUBG Mobile official group for Kenya, that would be nice. Tell them to come watch Clatter of Clans. One day this is also a platform where they can train and become good players in PUBG. Because Clatter of Clans is open to every region, not just Nigeria or Kenya or maybe South Africa. It is open to everywhere. We have Ghanaian teams, we have some so we can see teams where they're getting spotted. I don't know if that's going to be a really of course it is not. He's down. His teammate Ahmad is also down, and we have Fastman and Omarion as the last players from the team. Ujaona inaandika 1440 kwa quality ya live, though bado jenuka cause babaki kitu moja tu internet yangu ilipita nikiweka so haiweki quality vile inafaa, but time tunarudi saa yake pia nitafurahia. You love the quality, don't worry, nitastreamia mpaka mfurahie. Don't you worry. Pain African losing players. Lambergamber gets taken back to the fire. Lambergamber well, and his teammate Grayson does go far away, and we have an OP driver here with the skills. I don't know if that's expert skill. That's actually very decent time with the green. Not to introduce it again. I don't know what it is. What it is. We are just going to because the game has been and we want to enjoy the game. Well, let's go. So basically right now we have just 13 teams remaining. The zone is getting smaller. Excuse me, people are getting closer to each other. They're going to be forced to engage, and we'll be here to see it. Yeah, we'll be here to watch it live as it happens. Okay, so now that the zone is about to shift, people are moving from El Azhar, they're coming from Patron, Graveyard, La Benita, I don't know if that's usually what it's called there. They're trying to get closer, Track Stop as well. There's no one in Track Stop, and there's actually a good space there for you to camp out and wait for your winner chicken dinner. It is the semi-finale. We're trying to get as many points as possible to make it to the finals. So it is a very shaky environment for all the players when you're playing a semi-final game. You need to camp if you have to. You need to get those kills. A team is not right in front of you. If you can steal that kill, as your caster, I approve it. Steal that kill. Do not let anyone tell you you stole my... Nah. None of that will count when you're making it to the finale, all right? So let's just see what this is going to be like for the teams that are remaining. Team 8 is right in the players. Ooh, 3C Nexus again is a solo. We can see him getting a knock and a thrust on Omarion. And now the players from Illuminates are aware that there's a player that is a 3C Nexus again right next to them, so probably we'll be having some sort of a push, or they'll be on the lookout just to see if he exposes himself or not. But the Illuminates seems like they have exposed their backs to the players from Team 20. Of course, it is a big map. It is going to take time before people get to know each other again. After the first landing, I realized most people don't really sijasema. Oh really? Mimi nilireduce. Nijulikuwa inagonga red. Paka yangu ilikuwa inapita inakuwa red. So I assumed my next play was loud. Man. Kuna watu tu wana watch tu na hata waniambii bwana. Sijasema unasumbua, but yani it's msile kusumbua ati it's a good type of kusumbua. It's good to put your officials on toes, you know, lakini usiwape stress. Yeah, so looking at the players, they're tempered. That's the composite. Let's go where we have tempered. Sorry, I don't know if this. I can reduce the capture audio. Could be that it is too loud and it is overshadowing my microphone, but I hope now I'm loud enough to be heard well by you guys. Sorry about that. I just hoped someone will tell me that a little bit earlier. That would have really helped me while I was streaming, but it is okay. I have not put on the headphones for the PC to hear myself compared to the game, so that's why I didn't know. But it is what it is. We have Berserk player Mahir there getting pushed by Temper. They did have some cover fire because one of their teammates is far back. And GG's! Look at that. That is one satisfying thing to see. The vehicle jumping, the players getting off the vehicle at the same time. Very satisfying things to see there. But the game is becoming even more interesting. 11 teams remaining. We're going to the fourth phase of the zone. It's going to get a little bit more intense now. The teams that are not in zone, they're going to be forced to get closer to each other. They're going to be forced to engage. Sen there gets knocked and thrusted immediately. And you have Neon Dybala. Yes. Neon Dybala gets to spot the player from XYZ. That's a very interesting name. I don't know how or when they decided that is a name that they can call each other in the game, but well, it is what it is, and we're here to see every single bit of it. Zone is about to shift. We want to see what every other team is up to right now. A V7, that is team 5, are not even in zone. They're waiting on a team to see what they're up to. That is team 20. There's this team. Is it Morgan? I thought it was ZNT. There's not 2NT. 2SD and then ZNT. Damn it. My eyes that small. They're actually big. They should see better. But well, Kwanini must. But yeah, let's just check on what is happening here on the players from OP. What is OP up to? They're just holding on the roofs here. They're waiting for someone to make a mistake. And looking at Pain Africa, they have Raisin still in the game. He survived a very interesting fight there. I don't know how, or but sometimes it's just the patience, the skills does pay off when you're engaging in a fight. We have a fight here taking place between SO Serious and Temper. Scary does try to make it to his teammate. Of course, it's going to be a good strategy if they flank it out, and come right at the back where we have the players from Temper. But I don't think that's part of their plan. Beautiful spray from 6 God. Yoho, that spray is stable. Hapo nayo lazima tuseme that spray, the 4-scope with M416, that is a very stable spray. Why too scary? Has just snaked there right in front of him. I don't think anything is going to happen there for now. They're only just seeing heal glitches. So let's see what Super Nigga and his teammates are up to. They have a couple of knocks on their end, and they're definitely trying to see if they're going to be able to get a push happening on the ZNT team. Kaido and his teammate Nani iko sawa. Nimeongeza tena sauti ala, so hata sijui kama sasa nimereduce sana ya game nikakuwa sasa nawapigia kelele, sijui hapo sasa, sijui sijavaa headphones, I cannot hear you. So here, sorry, the difference from the game, because I haven't won them in the PC. They're not in the PC, they're in the device. All right, so we have the Temper team right next to where we have So Serious. 3 of their players there. We have Captain, 6 God and Legend still around. S4 wanasema wana cook, lakini pale kwa wow Giza, that it is what it is. What I'm saying is that when S4 was playing a certain tournament, they were not able to play it. I don't know how or why. Even though S4, we know them for their skills, that competition is very hard for them. We have a nice knock there from Temper. Gets scary all the way back slowly. Beautiful crate. Oh, ooh. Anyway, looking at why So Serious and Temper, they are just getting to cook the fight here. Nades flying in from So Serious. Legend does get a little bit of damage on him, not that much of a damage, but they do get some damage on them. We have to check on another team before that team decides to make it to the zone. But we have a Super Nigga. They have a team player from S4, that is STARFORCE Arman. He's disconnected. So is Dybala. S4, where are you? Where are you? Well, where did S4 go to? I don't know how they lost some fights and now their teammate decided to disconnect. Either that or he's doing something and he left his phone down and he's going to come back and continue the game. Only one way to find out as the game progresses. But for now, let's just focus on other teams. Neon Rising, we have not watched them that much. We only saw Dybala scoping out. Have I seen another Dybala? How many Dybalas are in this game? I need to confirm this. Dybala, S4. Is Dybala like the best name people can call themselves? Does it bring any skills? Does it improve your gameplay? Because it seems to be a very common name in the competitive scene. A lot of players love the name Dybala. If it's a Dybala, they have which other name? A lot of names, a lot of people tend to find familiar in the game. I don't know why. Neon Rising Klaus has been not. Neon Rising Klaus. Let's go and see his POV and what is happening right next to him. His teammates 4 are trying to get closer. The last player from 3C, that is Nexus again, has been taken back to lobby. We have Neon Klaus being taken back to lobby as well. But we have the players from V7 trying to make it to the zone. They have Neon Rising right next to them. They also have to be careful about that last player from Pain Africa. Raisin has been taken back to lobby as well. 8 teams remaining. The zone is about to shift. We're in the 5th phase of the zone. The damage is quite high as well, and that is something the teams need to factor in right now if they want to get their winner chicken dinner. This is the semi-finals, day 2. You have to do your best to be amongst the best, to be in the finale, to get whatever is going to be put out there for you guys. So let's get to it and let's see what will be happening here between every single team that is remaining. That is the 8 last teams in the last game of the night for the COC 24 semi-finale day 2. Now that the zone is shifting, we'll be seeing a lot of teams getting closer to each other. The players from V7 are really far from everyone else. We have OP here as well. Mnanisumbua sasa. Nimepunguza game, nimeongeza yangu. Mnasumbua bwana. Hadi mimi inanibo. Hadi mimi inanibo. But anyway, it is what it is. We have team 5 there, V7, and they have a team right in front of them. That is a team 17. Why so serious player that does get a Kobe? Why so serious? Where are you? So why so serious does engage one of their teammates. Scary is down. I don't know if the revive will be happening. Yes, it is. But if the player there from PST had a grenade, then we'll be having a beautiful Kobe coming from the end, but we do not. So we're just going to ignore that for now and just see what is to come and what is to happen by the end of the game. Why so serious are still at the same place where the player from PST left them. They're now changing their location. Beautiful spray. Vehicle is fully damaged. They can easily get knocked by using that vehicle. Why go back to the same vehicle? Why? Yeah, super nigga, easy knock and confirmation of his knock just because they went back to the ruined vehicle. That is not the best strategy, to be honest. Team 12. I don't know why. We're what? Not coming back. We have another final. Oh, damn. That's crazy. How many games does S4 play in one night? Because you guys play a lot. Neon Rising player Dybala gets a knocked. Neon 44444 T. I don't know what he was trying to call himself there, but it is what it is. Last player from S4, that is Arman, has been taken by the zone. We have been told there in the comment section that they're not coming back because they do have other finals to play. But S4 is actually a good team as well, and we are there for that. And let's just have a quick look at what is going to happen now. 7 teams remaining. The zone is about to get a little bit smaller. We're in the 6th phase of the zone. 50 seconds to go. We'll be going to the 7th phase of the zone, and we'll be having a lot of fight taking place there. OP Scary. V7, Neon Rising, Neon 444 Ti. We have Ravage. So Ravage and his teammate Super Niga are the only ones remaining from their team. They have a player from Why So Serious right behind them. That is too scary. This is another time we have seen the players from Why So Serious, all of them being taken back to lobby, and then Too Scary survives as the last man standing. But it does happen. Like I said, we do have players that do survive till the end of the game just because they chose not to go ahead and push with their teammates, which is totally okay. And now that the zone is shifting, teams are now being forced to get closer to each other. One team has just put their back right in front of where we have White to Scary. V7, they're losing teammates. Where's V7? V7, let's watch them. OP Scary gets knocked by Temper Captain. The zone is actually very damaged. If he gets a very wide flank here, he might not make it to the zone, but luckily for him, he does make it to the zone. OP Scary and his teammate taken back to lobby. Super Nigga immediately changes his position. White to Scary from the back does get a knock on Temper. He has exposed his location, yes, but he's still safe because people might be pushing towards where we have Temper, and that might advantage them at the end of the game. GBA, how far? So now that we have Roy does spot one of the Temper players. Of course, does get a good amount of damage, so the revive there might not take place. 6 got as well has been spotted, and we'll be seeing something happening. There are 4 teams just remaining. The zone is getting smaller. We have Super Niga and his teammate from team 15, that is Ravage. We also have team 12, we have Temper, and then team 19 we have Why So Serious player Too Scary. He's just waiting for the perfect chance to engage any team that is right in front of him. But as soon as the zone shifts, I don't think White to Scary will be able to survive longer, depending on how he takes on the flanking. He doesn't have a vehicle. I don't know if he has enough smoke, so let's just confirm if he does. He actually has a couple of smokes there. I don't know if they're going to be enough to make it to the zone, but if they are, then he'll be lucky enough to continue with his fight. But if they are not, the players there from Temper might just take him back to lobby. Temper does get knocked. White to Scary is finally coming closer, dominating the fight here against Temper. He's trying to dance his way into the zone. Savage, quite ravaged by Savage. Oh no, quite Savage of Ravage. Damn, that name did actually confuse me. But nice and killed, get a spray there from the player here from Super Nigger PST. Two teams remaining, Temper and PST. Nades flying in, beautiful. Yo, no one is letting me talk, yo. But beautiful win there from PST. They have gotten the win, bagging 9 eliminations. Coming second, we have Temper there with 7 eliminations. Third, we have V7, 3 eliminations. Fourth, we have YSO Serious 3. 5, we have OP 3. 6, we have Neon Rising 2. 7, we have ZNT 7. We have 8 S4. 2 and 9, we have Pain Africa 4, 10 3C 1, 11 Sen 4, 12 Berserk 0, 13 Illuminates 5, 14 Player Killers 5, 15 we have Death with 0, and then 16 AFRO Esports with 0. Going all out to just 4 defeats, we have Ravage. Best companion with 3 rescues, we have Temper, 6 God, and then finisher with the final elimination, we have Ravage. Well, that has been it for the last game of the night for the Clatter of Clans Season 24 semi-finale day 2. They are just beginning their semi-finals. Day 2 is very early in the stage, so I'm wishing all the teams the best of luck. I'm hoping they put their best foot forward and make it to the finals. But other than that, I have been your host, Mitch Gaming. Make sure to like the live stream and subscribe to my channel if you're yet to. I'll be seeing you guys not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. We'll be back here enjoying the same live, inshallah, God willing. Bye bye. Have yourselves a lovely night. Bye.